Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're playing the Technomage and continuing our guide series. And you can see here we have a very difficult time leveling up. We need 75% more XP to level up than normal. We also cannot affect our ranged or melee damage. So we are going to be completely reliant on these turrets plus our tasers to deal damage and kill enemies. And the reason we're using the taser today, engineering would be nice, but the reason we're using the taser is because it applies a slow effect and also gets boosted elemental damage when we get the elemental damage from having more structures. So we're going to be completely focused on getting a ton of elemental damage. And to begin, we definitely want to find some more. Ooh, that's wait, it's a little rough. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, there we go. There's a taser and another and a turret. Okay, perfect. So we should have had 3 tasers here. That was a little bit unlucky, but the idea is that the taser gives support and also scales pretty well with elemental damage. Plus, it has an enemy movement speed debuff. So as we hit enemies, particularly bosses, we can take away a ton of their movement speed and make them really, really slow. Which means it's going to be super easy to sort of navigate and move between enemies without getting hit. Reroll. We'll take some luck here. Turret, taser, and taser. There we go. Perfect. So we got 4 of them. That gives us plus 15 harvesting and more elemental damage. And the elemental damage does boost up the damage of the taser itself. Plus it also boosts up the attack speed for our turrets and also landmines if we find any. We haven't found any yet. But of course, any structure we find, including landmines, turrets, even gardens, we're going to want to pick those up because those are going to boost up our damage, the damage of the taser, plus the damage, like, not directly, but boost up the attack speed of all of these structures as well. So all of these things are going to be pretty important to keep note of. And we are also on the lookout for XP gain. Didn't mention that yet. More harvesting is nice. Reroll. One more. Luck, engineering. You know what, we're just going to take the luck here. Pick up this elemental damage 2, that is so much. But we do want to try and get another taser? No, no taser. So we just pick up these 2 items and keep going. If we found another taser there, we would have gotten the 5 plus 5 harvesting immediately for having 6 of the support weapons. It's okay though, not going to be a big deal. And I do have a video on this character using turrets in the past. Though I will say, if you go full engineering, full turrets, the scaling is good, but the issue is that in a 20 wave run, you're not really going to have time to capitalize. Like, you need so many things to make the turrets really effective. But I did showcase turrets on the Technomage before, on a separate video that I did here on the channel. But I will say this is probably going to be a lot easier. Attack speed will go and take. Taser, a structure. Both of these are structures, by the way. The Garden, Tyler, all of these. Piercing is good for turrets and for our weapon as well. And another taser. Okay, perfect. So we're going to end up buying all of those. Tyler is a structure, Garden is a structure, and then we also want to upgrade our weapons, of course. Our main source of damage is going to be our tasers, so we're pretty happy to get more and more structures, and then also get a lot of damage percent and attack speed. Attack speed is even better than normal. Of course, you always want to have like a sort of well-balanced amount of attack speed, damage percent for most characters. But in our case, attack speed is even better than normal, since we do have the passive effect where we reduce enemy movement speed when we hit them. So attacking more quickly means we can constantly keep that slow movement, or that slow debuff on the enemies. I'm going to take more luck here early on. Let's see, let's get as many things as we can, so let's get all of these. So we have room to reroll a little bit. Elemental damage and more elemental damage. And let's keep going. Yeah, we do want to get as much elemental damage as possible. But you can see how this this works, right? Just it's kind of how do we put it? It's like we're not really relying on the turrets, but we are using structures to boost up our own damage, and the turrets are just kind of like a nice little bonus because they just sit on the side and help deal some DPS and clear out all of the smaller enemies. So we don't have to worry too much about being overwhelmed at any point, because we just have a bunch of turrets all over the map dealing damage for us. We took a lot there because I got hit by one of the projectiles. We'll just heal back up with the garden. All the garden fruit sitting over here. Alright, nice. Lifesteal, we'll take some lifesteal. We're gonna go ahead and pick up Tyler, this, and reroll. Harvesting, do we want this? Armor and engineering is also a really nice pickup. You know what, it's early enough that I'm going to give it a chance. I'll also take a metal detector, even though we will lose some damage percent. I think it's completely fine. It'll kind of pay for itself slowly, and it also does give engineering to our turrets, which are not completely like something we should be ignoring. If we can get engineering in minimal amounts, in kind of like indirect ways, so with the duct tape, you know, that's one example, then I think it's a good pickup. It's worth getting. Because we want to have a little bit of armor regardless, so we might as well make it twice as effective by getting some other useful stat. Alright, let's go ahead and get this tree down here. Be careful with the clam. Make sure we're clearing out all of these enemies when we can. All the ones that shoot projectiles and slashes, the dangerous ones. We have the healing enemy here, it's called the Hermit. The one with the little white hat that runs around. We don't need these. More lifesteal, we'll just take that. Metal detector, get all of these, harvesting. Structure attack speed, elemental damage, armor and dodge, all really good. And a taser. Okay, that was a super fast shop. So many just things that we want, so pretty simple to kind of go through that shop and just go ahead and lock or buy all the things we want and then lock things that we want as well. Clockwork Wasp. Okay, Clockwork Wasp gives us move speed. Obviously we want some move speed. And it also reduces the, or increases the attack speed technically, of all of the structures we have. So the tiler, the turrets, the garden, all of these will move or attack, quote unquote, more quickly. It increases their attack speed. So even though the garden doesn't technically attack anything, it counts as attack speed, right? So Clockwork Wasp is really good for us. And then we do want to keep upgrading our weapons, of course. Also, look how much HP we have. This is something I didn't mention, but some people might have sort of thought about this. But since we get less level ups, since we need 75% more XP to level up, right? We need so much more XP to level up. That also means we get way less max HP, because leveling up gives you +1 health every time you do it. And in our case, we don't get many level ups. So that is why that's happening. Luck will be nice, and speed will be nice as well. One more reroll here. Explosion damage and spicy sauce. We could take the sauce to get more health, but I think we're going to skip it. We have 12 HP currently though, so we are going to be on a, you know, high alert. If we find any HP upgrades, we're definitely going to want to pick those up. Also, look how slowly this enemy moves when we are applying the taser slow. Okay. And I haven't mentioned some things, but it's because we haven't seen them in the shop. But there are some items, like the scared sausage. I'm sure a lot of people know what that is. Yeah, some might not. It's a tier 1 item. It's basically gives you a 25% chance to apply a burn over time. And that burn scales with elemental damage. That item is incredible on our character because we get so much elemental damage that the scaling on it goes absolutely crazy. And it just ends up doing a massive amount of DPS. Pretty much every single wave, right? So it is an amazing find if we can get some of those. Having multiple of them just increases the chance to apply the burn up to 100% chance if you get 4. Weird Ghost. This is questionable, but you know what? We'll take it. I think we'll be fine. Improved Tools is nice, attack speed, and then our attack speed will apply to our structure, so that's pretty good. Reroll here. We'll take the 4 engineering. And more lifesteal, actually. Let's just get safer and safer here by getting more lifesteal. By all of these. Dangerous Bunny is an economy item. We definitely want to get that. Duct Tape is good. Reroll. Snowball is really good. So now in the future, whenever we get elemental damage, it'll get +1 to it. Alright. Let's be careful here. At the beginning, we are sitting at 1 HP. Until we heal up, at least. Lifesteal doing its job here. And we are full HP again. Right. No. Okay, there we go. So we finally got back to 15 HP. So yeah, we don't have much max HP since we don't level up very often. And we also haven't taken really any items from the shop. We also haven't taken much max HP from level ups that we have gotten. So that is why we're sitting in a somewhat like vulnerable spot. But we'll be fine. We just have to be on guard against the higher, you could say like higher risk, higher danger enemies. So like this anglerfish. I'm trying to intentionally kill it. There we go. I was like moving around the edge of the map to get over to it because I wanted to make sure we got rid of it so we didn't get put in danger by it. I'm also sitting here near Tyler, so Tyler has a chance to hit more enemies. Yeah, we left a lot of materials on the ground there. Unique item, we'll take it. Taser upgrade. Okay, let's go ahead and combine these two. Get this and this. We could also take the metal. I think it's actually fine in this case. We're not really caring about crit chance this run. And there we go. We found our first scared sausage and more elemental damage. We're just going to go ahead and lock these and go. We are against an elite, so I'm going to take 1 second here. And let's go. Let's see what elite it is. Okay, it's a giant isopod. This guy's not too scary. I'd say it's a decent matchup. Not amazing, not terrible. We might not be able to kill it, to be honest, though. There's a chance we can't kill it, just because we don't have quite enough damage yet. I think if we had the scared sausage, we might be able to kill it. And yes, the difference is that massive. It is. So not having the scared sausage, it's like a 50 material item, but having it would probably mean we kill this for sure, whereas not having it means we probably are not going to be able to kill it. So pretty huge difference. If we had one more wave here, we would have had time to buy it, but that's just how it goes sometimes. If you're lucky enough, you end up getting a wave 11 elite, which is very early, that's the earliest it can be, and then you do get scared sausages and stuff, you shouldn't have an issue killing it in your own run. Yeah, in our case, early elite, plus we didn't have enough materials to buy the things, so we're not going to be able to kill this. Let's just keep running away, play safe, dodge, 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 and we're out. Okay, perfect. There you go. More luck is nice, more harvesting is nice as well. Engineering will take. I should be trying to pick up a few more defensive stats, but it's hard because we don't want to skip anything that's kind of helpful, right? Duct tape is really nice, another turret and more elemental damage. So yeah, we just pick up all the things we want. Tasers are now at tier 3, some of them still tier 2, that's okay though. We're slowly upgrading them. Alright, yeah, our damage isn't amazing. What you can do as well is do this pretty much exact same build, but you use the Icicle as a starting weapon instead. It's another elemental scaling weapon, which is relatively new in terms of Brotato's life, I guess. So like you could use the Icicle. It is like more burst, more just direct damage, trying to kill the enemies like directly. You don't care about engineering that much. You just get a ton of elemental damage. You get some crit chance, damage percent right, and you just treat the Technomage like your regular old character, but with a bunch of structures. Yeah, so you can go for that as well. I think that's pretty strong as well, but I just wanted to use the Taser today because we get support, and I like starting with a lot of harvesting. I think it's very nice for scaling. It also just feels really safe because, well, you slow enemies so much with the passive effect. And then if you get things like the Ugly Tooth or the Snail, which reduce enemy movement speed, it adds up pretty quickly. You know what? We will take this. Actually, I think we should recycle. Since our level ups are so slow and we're negative 5% HP regen, it's not worth it. 3 armor is good, we'll take that. These two are good, these are too expensive. I think the tardigrade is not worth it. Another metal detector, a pocket factory, and a campfire. Oh, it's so... You know what, we'll take it. We'll also lock the peacock. That would make us take double damage in the horde wave if we take it into the horde wave in a second. I think we might be able to. It's very dependent on whether or not we get like piercing or something in a second. It's probably a bad idea to do peacock without piercing, since if we're facing a horde wave, we could easily get overwhelmed and like shoved into a corner, and then just end up dying at some point. So we do want to be a little careful. Alright. Kill the goblin sharks here. How long does it take to kill us? Oh, it didn't take very long. Okay, we kind of blew up that elemental, or sorry, it's called a stargazer. The one that runs to the little pod. Those are called stargazers. And then the pod is obviously called a pod. But yeah, we kind of killed it really quickly, the enraged one. Which is a good sign. It's a pretty good sign. Because that means we have a lot of burst at least to burst down a one tanky enemy. Alright, perfect. Garden, nice, more structures. You know what, we will take the peacock, I think it's fine. The cursed taser, okay, interesting. We're gonna take it, and we're gonna take incendiary turret, lock this, one reroll, lock this, and go. Alright, maybe this will be enough to handle the horde. If not, I don't think the cursed taser would have saved us anyways. It just depends on if we can handle it with these 6 tasers. I think we should be able to. Okay, the first 20 seconds are always pretty easy, so this is not really, like, showing us anything yet. Also, we took the peacock, we don't want to forget that, so we do take double damage if we get hit. There's a cursed walrus that would one-shot us, be careful. Get rid of the walrus first. Walrus again. Okay, these enemies spawning behind us are a little bit bad because when they spawn behind us, we have to waste hits turning around hitting them, right? There's a narwhal, let's get rid of that. Another narwhal here. And narwhals are bad too. Oh yeah, look at that hit. That was tough. Oh my god, did you guys see how close that was? That was definitely because we took the peacock. This is really good actually, the nail. That's an amazing reward for us. We don't want less enemies, we lose damage. Damage percent and attack speed. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. And we don't want luck. We don't want HP regen. Crit chance we'll take. Actually, well, we probably should take an elemental damage. It's okay though. We will take a charcoal roll here. Lock this, one more roll. And let's just keep going. Yeah, we're not taking too many. Wait a sec. We're not taking too much max HP, so we're still sitting at 25. We haven't really been offered much in like when it comes to max HP though. At least nothing that was like super cost efficient. So like I haven't really wanted to pick up any of the things we've been offered. Okay. Yeah, we have so much money on the ground here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to pick everything up. Oh no. Look how much we have on the ground. Alright, it's okay. We just have to pick up another 300 materials and then we'll be fully back. There's so many bagged materials, definitely. Let's get this heal. Kill the cursed squid. That's a little dangerous. Pick up some more healing. We're almost... Oh my god, we still have 100 and something on the ground. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, we left a lot of materials on that horde wave. I mean, we couldn't do much, right? We had to stay in the corner the entire time. Bag is great. 10% attack speed. No, I think we'll skip it. We'll just go and skip it. That's okay. Well, damage percent is pretty decent in this case. You know what? We'll take it. Okay, let's go ahead and buy this. This healing, sure, goldfish, and a cursed alloy. We would have taken this non-cursed because elemental damage, engineering, and crit chance are all good for us, so we're happy to take it. We can also take the shackles. That's a lot of engineering. Go ahead and lock these two. And economy item, spyglass, and crit plus elemental damage also very good for us. So we're going to want to pick up all of those. It is like a little strange to pick up crit chance, right, when we don't even have that much damage percent or attack speed, but if we find the items, we take them. So in this case, the energized bracelet, is that what it's called? It gives elemental damage as well as crit chance. So we want the elemental damage, and the crit chance is kind of just like a side effect, which we're happy to take. It's not like crit chance is significantly worse than damage percent or attack speed. It's just that it scales much better when you have a lot more of those other two stats, right? Of the former. So generally you wouldn't take that much crit chance, but if we find it, we're going to take it. It's all about just picking up the most like cost efficient items that you find in your shops, so you don't waste materials and you get as strong as possible. Oh, I see a big clump of enemies. Okay, I got most of them, I think, at the end. 2 armor is not bad, we'll take it. Elemental damage. We could just take this, but I think we should reroll. We don't care about dodge. Crit chance, there we go. HP regen, no thank you. Max HP, there we go. We finally have some max HP. Shackles is amazing. We don't need more than 23% speed. That is plenty. So this gives range, engineering, and HP regen. Pretty nice. This, and an energy bracelet. Also this, elemental damage and HP regen. Pretty good. We could take the fairy as well. This gives a lot of HP regen. We skipped so many HP regen items and we ended up still going for it. It's just, it's kind of how Brotato works, right? Depending on what items you get, you just end up taking things that you weren't taking earlier. Also, look how slow the jellyfish is, by the way. This is why I said I really like the taser. The boss could not move. He didn't make it to the center of the map. So in his final phase, he goes to the center and starts shooting like... He just stands still in the center of the map and shoots projectiles all around himself, and like shoots them in a line, puts like an entire circle, massive circle. Like he didn't reach the center of the map there because we slowed him so much with the taser he couldn't move. So that is one of the reasons I really like this weapon. The other one I mentioned is that it does have that really nice harvesting that you can get at the beginning of the run, and that helps you sort of solve the, like alleviate slightly the issue that comes with needing so much more XP to level up. And we are through. Easy. Like, that was the easiest fight we've had the entire time. Projectile bounce is really good. So we can definitely take this. We do lose a lot of damage. That's also pretty good. I think it's worth it. We shouldn't be getting hit more than 10 times, ever, realistically. Which means we probably shouldn't even take the fairy, right? Let's just skip the fairy, it's fine. A cursed taser, interesting. Okay, let's go and combine this, make a tier 4. Damage percent and lifesteal, but we do lose engineering. Ooh, not sure about that one. I think our turrets are doing a lot, so we're not gonna nerf them like that. We'll take a whistle. It's a little late, but I think it can still pay itself off. Coupon maybe should be okay. Attack speed and lifesteal. I think we should not be getting hit that much with the taser. Tasers are just so strong. You really shouldn't get hit much when you have them. Also, getting a bit more range would be nice. Currently, our range is 84. Yeah. So more range would be nice. That is one thing about the taser. It has really low range. So it's almost equal range to a lot of melee weapons, or even less range than some melee weapons. So yeah, getting some range on this weapon is pretty good, because then you can stay out of the enemy's attack range, and that just means you can infinitely kite them, because you'd have such a massive slow on your passive. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are still here and enjoying, maybe you can leave a like, maybe subscribe. I always appreciate it. I know these guide videos are not necessarily the most entertaining, but it's kind of just like a goal of mine to have one guide video on every character that can help you win easily if you want to. So I do have, or we're almost through Abyssal Terrace. So pretty soon we're going to start doing some more fun content, but for now we still got to get through these. Crit range or crit chance and dodge. You know what? I'll take it just for the crit chance because it's bonus damage. For engineering, we'll take that too. The banner is damage. This is good. Power generate is amazing. That's a lot of damage. Oh my god. Wow. That is crazy. That's actually crazy. We could also take a nuclear launcher for fun. How do we feel about that? Nuclear launcher. It does have 100% elemental damage scaling. It's actually kind of perfect, no? I think we have to. That's going to be pretty fun. Can we even afford it? I hope so. We don't have that much money. This is the final wave here before wave 20. But yeah, you guys can also leave any comments. I do enjoy reading them. And if you have any requests, I'm happy to hear them out. I won't necessarily be able to do every single request, but at least all of the requests I've gotten so far for challenge videos, I've only gotten challenge video requests, but you know, if you think of something as a possible request, I'd probably be able to do it, most likely. So, but I have done all the challenge requests I've gotten from my viewers so far. We did the king with only fireballs. We did 1 HP apprentice. We did... What was the other one? Oh yeah, Jack. The Jack with only bricks. So we've done quite a few challenges so far. They were pretty enjoyable. I also did some challenges myself, like I did the Fisherman Max Bait Challenge and got 261 bait. I did the Saver Challenge where you get as much money as you can in the piggy bank. Oh, we need a bit more money than this. Can we kill some more things here, maybe? Please, 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 please. Oh, 812. Is that enough? Oh, it should be enough with the items, right? I think we'll be fine. We'll take a small fish. We'll take attack speed. Greek fire. This is almost a maxed curse, by the way. Burning does an additional 20% of current enemy HP as damage, 2% for bosses. It can go up to 2.1% because curses can be 110% bonus, and this is normally 10% and 1%. So yeah, that's almost a max roll. That is pretty insane, to be honest. We're gonna go ahead and combine one of these and take the nuclear launcher. I have not used this weapon in a long time. Should be pretty fun. Obviously, we don't have money to buy anything, so we're just gonna click roll. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is going to be wave 20. Let's see how it goes. Let's kill this guy first. You always want to kill the eel first, in my opinion, because the whale doesn't really bother you until he phases, but when he phases, he starts charging. And yeah, we're just trying to dodge. We're moving away, and that's it. That was super easy. That took like 20 seconds. Also, we didn't get the achievement because I already did a video on this character, but I did a different one because I wanted to show you guys a new strategy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That is the Technomage, okay? Super simple character. Next time we will be playing the Vampire. So yeah, I hope you guys can watch that, but that's it for today. I will see you next time, okay? Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.